Yeah, I know. Alright, include the audio quick. So we can start getting this story. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have Baadkid312, former RSL Spec Ops commander. Alright. He's about to include his audio. He's in the middle of the room.
There we go.
Yeah. Alright, there he is. So
Oh, just poo-pooed on that kid.
Baadkid312, former Spec Ops commander of the RSL. Well, also known for being, you know, a part of the United Nations. One of the most well-respected people in the community, to my knowledge.
Respected? You're being too generous. More like well-known asshole.
Yeah, that too, but I mean, most people still respect you in their own sense, but... so... Bad Kid, what is, your opinion on everything that happened with, everything from what you heard?
To put
everybody.
Well, let me start from the beginning. I completely forgot that RSL even existed before this little shindig kind of kicked up. All I know is I was perfectly asleep in dreamland, very happy and content, about 2 days ago. And then I wake up, I check my phone, and I check my Facebook. And it looks like a goddamn drama bomb was dropped all over my Facebook feed. So I make an inquiry. What is this drama bomb that has occurred so early in the morning? And I come to find out, RSL got their shit pushed in a raid. Well, the one thing that genuinely kind of makes me sad about this is the fact that for those of you that don't know, I spent 3 fucking years with the RSL. 3 goddamn years! And not gonna lie, I did have a good amount of fun in those 3 years, just absolutely wrecking scrubs, you know, wrecking other Spartan clans, other elite clans, and whatever. But there was a lot of internal strife and a lot of internal drama that I've never even seen in UNSC or Spartan-based clans. Just... oh my good god. Like, there were some days where I legitimately wanted to fucking put a bullet in my head due to all the cancer and all the drama. It was just so fucking bad. Like, goddamn. Alright,
so seeing as you were the former Spec Ops commander, it seems like that you would have a lot of things that would, that Vecta would like to try to keep quiet from everybody in the community. Is there anything you would like to, put out there?
Well, there was, to my knowledge, and bear in mind, this information is old as fuck, so I don't know what, relevancy or, you know, potential damage it can do at this point, but there was a point in time where, a coup was attempted, upon the RSL, upon Vecta, because there were people, that were, I guess, dissatisfied with his leadership of the clan at the time, and, attempted to remove him from power very publicly in an open meeting with another clan, which, if memory serves me right, I think our intelligence later found out that the other clan kind of started this rebellion, if you want to call it that. But yeah, we eventually, you know, we were told, at least we were told to, on the Spec Ops side, to try and keep things quiet, to basically not run around and make this public knowledge. We were instructed by RSL leadership to, you know, basically go to any lower ranking members that had no knowledge of this, or, you know, had ideas in their head of joining said, you know, shiver in RSL ranks. Basically tell them, you know, keep your mouth shut, keep your, you know, training programs going as normal, this, that, and the other. Basically give the impression of business as usual. When in the hierarchy of things, there was a massive power struggle going on. I do not remember the names. Like I said, it's been a very, very long time. But basically, long story short, it led to very high-end ranking officials within RSL being either demoted back to minors or majors, or people just being flat out, you know, and God, I want to fucking kill myself for even using this term, but at the time it's what we were calling it. High-ranking members, some of them were executed by firing squad and then kicked from the game and subsequently from the clan. Um, it was essentially a purge of all of those that were deemed, quote, disloyal. This whole incident happened over the span of about a week, but it was kind of a shitstorm in RSL for quite a while. Um, it was shortly thereafter that Vecta kind of went MIA for the longest time. It was under my impression that he was going into the Navy, but I don't know if he ever carried that out. I just know he was gone for the longest time, and in that separation time where he was gone, I left and came to the glorious, beautiful group known as HiCom, where I still currently reside.
Sorry about that, but alright. So, in your time as Spec Ops for the RSL, I'm pretty sure that you've, seen Vecta pull some dirty tricks, where he would lie to attempt to get his way, and
Oh, yes.
lie about wins, lie about losses, like he's currently doing.
Yep, I've seen him do it. As a matter of fact, there were multiple occasions where, fuck, I cannot remember for the life of me the name of the other Splitjaw group, but they were
BTF?
very...
CSS?
Yeah, BTF.
Alright.
Yeah, it was BTF. Their fucking cancerous leader who I enjoyed assassinating on many occasions. God, it felt good. It gave me a throbbing erection.
Oh?
There were multiple times where we would battle them, and, we would barely come out with a win, or sometimes it would happen where we would squeak out a loss, and Vecta would pretty much go into an absolute tirade shitstorm, for lack of a better term. He would go absolutely insane trying to, say that, oh, the other team cheated, or, the other team was using a lag switch, or, whatever excuse he could to try and irk out a win, even though we had clearly lost. And, there are videos still up on YouTube, I'm sure you could find them, of RSL, and some of them are games that I'm even in, where we got our shit pushed in. Hard. Like, hardcore got our shit pushed in. But, there are times also where I've seen him in raids, flat out tell the game leader, hey, this guy on the enemy team, he's been AFK for 15 seconds. Just kick him. And, sure enough, the person would get kicked, and then the other team would start saying, hey, you kicked one of our guys, that's a raid win. And Vecta would have that person kicked from the lobby as well, saying, no, your guy was AFK, you guys lost, blah, 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 blah. And he's got a record of doing this, and, I still think it's funny to this day, all these years later, after I haven't even seen him, it seems that his MOS has not, changed one fucking iota, which I find really, really hysterical.
So, what I've gotten from all this is that Vecta is known for damage controlling, known for lying to his members, known for lying to other people in the community, and pretty much from what I know thus far, lied about going into the military. Vecta, that's extremely low. If you're gonna lie and say you're gonna go into the military, see, now before anybody tries to hop it on me, once I seen Hillary was running for president, I changed my mind. I'm waiting to see who actually gets elected before I go in, because I'm not serving under Hillary Clinton.
As am I. I'm also waiting for this election to roll by to see if I want to re-enlist or not. Because little thing out there, you know, granted I was only in for a month, and I was ejected from basic training. That was due to medical reasons, which was heart failure, which, yeah, go ahead and try and talk shit about that. Fucking heart failure. Eat my dick. But you know what, Vecta? At least, you know, I've got the documentation to prove I actually went. I have my DD-214. It is something I treasure because at least I tried to do something. I at least tried to honorably serve my country. And you know what? I'm probably going to go back anyway. So, you know, at least I actually have something to show for what I did instead of you who just goes MIA for God knows how long and then just suddenly reappears with no explanation.
So, not only is Vecta known for lying about clan stuff, he's also known for lying about just doing, you know, important things in life, such as, you know, serving his country, all that. I'm not trying to say everybody has to serve their country, but
no,
I mean,
the military is not for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It sure as hell isn't for him. I mean, if you were to see what my Mike said about him, Baadkid, you'd have a tism, and you'd actually look at the photo. Probably agree. But Vecta, why? I know that you're not going to respond because you're too high and mighty and too busy trying to damage control the fact that we've actually, you know, proven that we've won, and you're using your words and your words only as proof. You know that if that's how that's how you're gonna play, then I could easily, you know, well, guys, and have to believe it because they're believing you without any proof. So,
take it from somebody that's been under his command for straight. I can guarantee you, when Vecta is like this, damage control and panic mode essentially, like he and his troops are, it's because they're in the wrong and they're trying to cover it up. I've seen it time and time. I was once a part of that group trying to do damage control, and it got to the point I couldn't take it anymore, which is why I left and joined HighCom. Because the way I see it, I don't want to be surrounded by a group that just constantly loses their shit when they lose. At least when HighCom loses, it's because we actually fucking lost. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We don't try to make shit up when we lose. We don't try to fucking cover shit up. No. If it's out there in the public, we don't give a fuck. Yeah, we lost. Big fucking deal. RSL, you might as well have just fucking dropped Ebola all over their fucking cornflakes because they get so fucking salty. And that's just, to me, absolutely childish and ridiculous.
Alright, so, Baadkid, is there anything, like, you'd like to say to everybody in the community, and, or something you want to, just in general about
people, do your fucking research. Actually talk to the people that were there for a lot of this stuff. I know, you know, the things I brought up was past history. It is very old, but I'm seeing the same patterns from the same people. And, you know, if you don't learn from history, you're going to be doomed to repeat the same mistakes. Clearly, Vecta has not learned from his past and is repeating his same mantra of do whatever I can to be a winner at any cost, no matter how stupid it makes me look. And to those under his command, I can tell you this. Just don't be afraid to question your leaders. Don't be afraid. You are 110% sure is not right and will make you look terrible. You know, remember, it's a video game, you know, first and foremost, but we are a community where your social standing does count for something. So if you want to be known as the guy that's constantly sucking dick to try and, you know, get ahead in a place that looks good but to everybody else looks asinine, you know, God help you. Because you're going to be, you know, the laughing stock of an even bigger joke. So, just keep that in mind. And I guess for final comment, Allahu Akbar, dank memes 420, 360 no scope.
All right, thank you, Bad Kid, for taking time out of your day to come on and help bring the entirety of this shitstorm that Vecta attempted to cause to rest using your past knowledge of him and other things within the RSL.
It's not a problem.